What's up once again? Welcome back to the Emperor Atheist channel with your host, Emperor Atheist. What's going on, y'all? Before I start, as I usually always do, I'd like to thank all my viewers, all my subscribers, new and old. Hope y'all been enjoying my videos and sharing my videos. Like I said before, please join me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I follow back. And hit my Facebook up if y'all want to. I don't be on Facebook a lot like I used to. 'Cause Facebook is like, I don't know, man. Facebook has turned into like just a den of unintelligibles. But it's still fun, you know. But yeah, hit me up on my Facebook, man. We still got some good groups on Facebook that we deal with. Follow my website. I got my web page up. And hit me up on my Patreon as well, man. Become a patron to the Emperor Atheist channel, man. But this particular video is about ghosts and goblins. Interpreted, we can reinterpret it as angels and demons. Now we know that most people, especially in America, from religious influence, believes in angels because of the Bible and demons. You know, I've made videos about the mythical origins of Satan, and if for those who haven't went and actually saw that video, I would like for y'all to just actually go back and view that video. Matter of fact, I said I was going to make a part 2 to that because I really do need to make a part 2 to my my mythical Satan origins video. I really do need to make a part 2 to that. But if you haven't viewed that particular video, please go back and view it. Yeah, I do need to make a part 2 to that. But once again, this particular video is on angels and demons. And what is the validity of angels and demons? Well, okay, I'm an atheist. Of course, I don't think there's no damn validity to some angels and demons. Because angels and demons are basically predicated because of the existence of some God. So we reject God. So of course we reject angels and demons. But, just hypothetically speaking, where do angels and demons fit in with reality and life in this world? Are there actually angels and demons walking around? Is there actually some type of, you know, something outside of the material world that we just don't understand? Is there actually people or angels, something sent by God to watch over you, or demons that make you do things? Well, the short answer to that is hell no. But we're gonna go through it anyway. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't understand, and I'm going to go on the Bible first, and then I'll talk about the jinns and all this stuff with Islam. Actually, I have a video about Islam coming up as far as their beliefs on jinn. They say the jinn is a whole nother different race, a race, you know, that lives in the metaphysical realm with ghosts and goblins and fairies and everything else. But I'm going to do a video on that soon too. But let's talk about angels and demons. First thing I want to talk about is the original Hebrew Bible. Since I do have a very, very extensive background on biblical studies, hermeneutics, interpretation, on the Hebrew language, one thing I know for a fact, when you talk about terms like angels and demons, in the entire Hebrew Bible, or what the Jews call the Tanakh, you never see the word demon nowhere in the Old Testament. Now, I want to express this now because of what I'm going to say later. Now, when we get to the term angel, or in Hebrew, the term angel is called melech. Just like in Arabic, when you go to Quran, it's malik. You know what I mean? Maliki yom medin, as they say. You know, same basically the same word because Arabic and Hebrew are sister languages. But in the Hebrew, it's melech. And in this particular term does not mean angel. This Hebrew term does not mean angel in any way. It simply means messenger. Now, there are certain instances, very few instances in the Tanakh or in the Old Testament, as Christians call it, very few instances where this term melech is referred to as messengers of Yahweh or Yahweh Elohim. But most of the time, the term melech is just referred to as men, human messengers. For the Melech of Dawood, or messengers of David, for example, the messengers of Solomon, King Solomon. So the term angel is nowhere in the Tanakh or the Old Testament or the Old Text. So where did it come from? And once again, the term demon is nowhere in it at all, period. You do have instances where some of the so-called melech of Yahweh would act out and do what we would call a malevolent thing, but they're not called demons. Okay? And you already know that the so-called idea of hellfire is nowhere in the original Hebrew Bible either. So, well, I won't say original, but the oldest copies that we have, because there is no original Hebrew Bible. So let me correct myself on that. So where did these particular terms and ideas come from? If anybody did view my my video on the mythical origin of Satan, then you know that I went all into Zoroastrianism and the old Indian ideologies and pantheons, and actually showed where this particular enemy, this good versus evil, what we call religious dualism, where it actually came from, which predates the Bible story. And even the Old Testament itself didn't even have an enemy for Yahweh until later on around 300 BC. Well, this is the same thing that's happened here. When you look at the terms of angels and demons and how people believe in these particular things, when you get to the New Testament, which is basically the Hellenistic era of Grecian thought, more Grecian thought, Grecian type ideas and ideologies of religion is coming on strong now. Now you get into the propositions of people actually believing that demons are making them sick or demons are making them do bad things. This is why you come to a lot of scriptures. Well, everybody knows this particular scripture where Jesus is casting out demons out of pigs, casting demons into pigs out of people and making them run off into the sea. Y'all know these stories. Or casting demons out of certain people. You never saw this anywhere in the Old Testament or in the Tanakh. But when we get to the New Testament, which is 400 or 500 years, of course, later than the Old Testament scripts, now we're into this Greek period. Okay, we're out of the Babylonian captivity era. We're out of the we're past the Maccabean revolt era. Now we're in more of a Grecian era, Grecian type thinking. You see that demons has become, they have basically integrated demonology into this so-called man-made Christianity, and they become one. Not just demonology, but angelology too. So now they've become one. So now angels have bigger roles now. When you look in the book of Revelations, and when you look at Paul's writing, angels have more metaphysical, supernatural roles than they did in the Old Testament. And hopefully I'm not losing anybody on what I'm particularly saying here. I'm trying to be very clear. Basically is simple. In the later times, during the New Testament time, when the New Testament was written, these authors put these Hellenistic demonology ideas and angelology ideas into the New Testament. And this is why you see Jesus casting out demons, and you see the Catholic Church hundreds and thousands of years later still doing the same thing, so-called exorcisms and bullshit like this. But now, this is something that has to be understood here. When you talk about exorcisms, and I'm going to leave a lot of links in here. Of course, science straight disregards it because it's BS, it's crap. But how did it keep going, and why we don't see actual demons or angels, or why we don't see people actually being possessed with these things? It's a guy named Michael Cuneo. He wrote a book. Matter of fact, I had the book pulled up because I just read the book. I had never even heard of the guy. I just read the book though, and somebody told me to read this book a couple of weeks ago, and I actually read it online. It's called American Exorcism: Expelling Demons in the Land of Plenty. Michael Cuneo, I think that's how you pronounce his name. But I'm gonna put the link in there. And this guy has actually done over 50 exorcisms in his life. He was of course got into it because of movies like Exorcism and William Blady, who actually came up with the movie Exorcism and all the different movies and all this, how Hollywood blew it up. So he said this is what got him into doing it. This is what started him into actually being interested in exorcism, because he actually believed it. And he said, but once he started investigating and actually going to real exorcism, he said that he found it to be really phony and fake. He said he saw nobody levitating out of beds, or throwing up, or talking with different voices. He said he saw no head spinning around. He said all of this was seemed to be just phony, fake. He said that the only thing that he particularly saw in every last one of these exorcisms were just people who were psychologically sick. He said these people just throwed off. He said in the church, basically Catholic Church, have been taking basically advantage of this. He said he saw no evidence or anything like Hollywood have shown, of course. We know Hollywood gonna blow it up. But I mean, to me, the Bible and the Quran, all that's Hollywood too. I think those are the first Hollywood scripts ever written, so I'm not gonna blame Hollywood here. But basically, Michael Cuneo is saying that it's phony, it's not real. He said he see nothing close to what you could possibly say is something outside of our realm that's affecting humans. He said it's just not real, it's phony. And there's other experts. I'm going to leave these links to show how these things are phony. And basically, this is something that we should probably ask ourselves. If Jesus was casting out demons in the New Testament, right? And we know what Jesus said in Matthew and Mark and Luke. He said that those who believe in him, have faith in him, say they will be doing these things and greater. But why you don't see people actually casting demons out when you know that these are demons being cast out? Why you don't actually see this? Why you don't see people, and I've always asked this question, you see nobody walking around who claiming to believe in Jesus today in 2018. You see no one around here, or 2017, 16, or any other time, it got to be 2018. You see no one ever claiming the power of Jesus that healed the blind, has healed anybody sick. I've already done basically a talk on prayer and how Science, American Heart Journal Association, actually showed how fake intercessory prayer was and how it didn't work. So we have actually Pew reviews and Pew studies to show how these things are phony. But yet the Bible and the Quran say if you pray and make dua and pray to Jesus, or these are things he will answer your prayers. And Jesus says that 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, then I am in the midst. I can't tell, Jesus, you missing. As far as demons and angels, intelligent people just can't accept things like this. And like I said, I'm going to leave these links in the video so y'all can go check it out. And I'm basically talking to my theist people here, my theist subscribers. Man, y'all just can't keep believing in stuff like this. Just ask yourself some of these questions. If Jesus did these things, why you don't see people casting out demons today? And surely, if it's a demon actually possesses a human being, surely it wouldn't be no question. It's got to be some signs or some type of criteria that we can say, oh yeah, that was a demon in that man. He wasn't just crazy. I mean, think about it, man. But we don't have that. We don't see that. We don't see people. We don't see people actually. We don't even see religious people taking exorcism serious. You still see the Catholic Church doing it here or there, but you barely know that. You barely know about Catholic priests and stuff doing stuff like this because it's not something that not even theists don't even take it serious. Y'all don't even believe it. So I mean, come on, man. Nobody cast out demons but Christians. You don't see Muslims doing it or Hindus. I guess demons only get in Christian people or Catholics. I think about it. It just don't make no sense. But just ask yourself that particular question. Why is it just the Catholics who actually getting these exorcisms, or Christians, period? Think about that. Nobody else getting them. You don't hear about Buddhists. You don't hear about Buddhists going around and have to worry about no demons jumping in them. If a demon gonna jump somebody, why he won't just jump into everybody? Why would he just pick somebody who believe in Jesus' mother being God? I mean, that makes sense. I hope I make some sense with that. But once again, man, thanks for liking and sharing my videos, y'all. Like I say, man, go visit my website. The book is coming. I know I said that this is it. This is the year. It's coming in a couple of weeks, matter of fact. It's coming in a couple of weeks, and everybody gonna have access to it. I'm gonna let everybody know where to get it, where to go get it at. So thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking and sharing. I'm Emperor Atheist. One more thing. Like I said, y'all, there's no such thing as angels and demons. Calm down. It's just Hollywood. I actually grew up on those movies. I love them, Exorcist. But come on, man, it's stuff fake. It's not real. So once again, this is Emperor Atheist. I'm out.